Hey guys, it's BW. I figured I'd take a minute and we'll go through all the parts that came with this car. Pretty excited about it actually. Let's start with the brakes. He said we got a full disc brake conversion set up ready to go, spindles and all. All right, it's just a little rusty. It looks like it's all pretty new stuff, pretty good stuff. The rotors look brand new, the pads look brand new. So we're pretty excited about that. Currently, there's no brake components on the back of the car because the previous owner, not the guy I bought it from, and we'll get to that later, put a rear in the car, but he never got around to putting the back brakes, the drums on, or any of that stuff. So we got the drums here. We got a brand new adjusters, brand new spring kits. All right, the pads, maybe we will want to get some pads. They're not awful, but you know, we got the pads. We got brand new wheel cylinders, but we only have one. I don't know where the other one is. I haven't come across it yet. Oh man, look at this score. Super Ball, man. Not so super after all. I'm gonna take this down and put it, see, like stuff scattered. This is a bumper bolt and it's scattered over here. But as we move down, you guys can see he also had a plan for his brake line. This is broken off right here. So he bought himself a new brake line. He's got it ready to go here. We just got to bend it to where it goes. And the same deal with the shorty. And it appears that we have the flex line that goes to the rear as well with the bracket. So we're pretty excited about all this stuff. All right, we'll see what goes on with it. Then you look down, we got brand new door seals. And we're gonna, when we look at the car together, you guys are gonna ask the same questions I am, but we have them, they're here, okay? So we got brand new two-door 68 to 74 restoration quality with the little doodads that you push in for the door seals, okay? That's pretty awesome. We got more weather stripping here, all right? Now this is for a 58 through 64 full-size passenger car, so I haven't quite figured out why we were given this stuff. Maybe he was going to use it for something else. I don't know. Maybe it works for the trunk. I don't know. But we have a trunk seal kit. Where was that, Kim? That was right here a minute ago, and now I can't find it. I'm sure it's here. All right, well, here it is. I should have had it up there. It was actually in this container that we'll get to in a minute. And here's another trunk weather strip 67 for Camaro Firebird. I am assuming it will also work for the Nova. But we'll keep that stuff with that, and we'll look at that stuff as we go. All right. Now you guys can see I got the rear door cards. I think we have two rights and a left, or vice versa. Brand new package tray. Brand new uprights for the back. They're just dirty because they were never installed. All right, and if you look right here, we got brand new door felts. I mean, door felt brand new, still on the belts. New sill plates for the car, and the ones on there ain't terrible, but we got new ones. Then you look, I don't know what the story is with the wing and all, but we'll figure it out together. We look at the car. I don't, they're both in place, they're both there, but there's a spare. So there is some untold stories here that I haven't quite figured out yet. The gas tank. So we got this, sorry, we had a neighbor stop by. We have this gas tank strap braces. We may use them if we change the trunk pan. We'll make that decision when we make that decision, right? It came with a brand new set of rockers. Now the guy that bought the rockers, he started to trim them to what he thought he was going to do. So we may have to add or subtract something. We'll figure it out. If we have to add a little bit back in, that's what we'll do. But we have them, we're going to use them. Came with a brand new carpet kit right here, right? Brand new, still in the box. Then you come over here and there's a lot of little goodies here. You got the front trim pieces for around the bezels. You got the bezel that's missing, that's up front. It's right there. Just got to be put back on. More interior pieces. All right, we'll get to that when we look at over everything else. More interior pieces. And then you got like the marker lights. We got all brand new marker lights. Brand new, still in the container. So Looks like we have a couple extras. I don't know why, but they're here. So we're gonna use them. We got brand new chrome trim for the marker lights, okay? Hey, check these out. These are super heavy, guys. These are OEM badges for the car. Really heavy, nice stuff. Huh? Look at that. And we got 2 of those, and then we have this one in the bag. So it's gonna be interesting. This one's Nova by Chevrolet. I'm gonna have to figure out where these go, okay? Brand new. I was wondering about this, and I'm so glad I found them. Our sun visor. See, that's not terrible, but I mean, he bought new ones, and the other one was missing one. So there's your sun visor braces. We got those. All the bumper bolts we're going to need, chrome plated bumper bolts, the carriage bolts. So there's just goodies on top of goodies as you look through everything. This is 60 for the door furls for the locks, brand new chrome. So there's a lot of quality stuff that was purchased for this build, and we're going to use what we got. You guys are already looking down here. You see we got floor pans for the car. We're going to really look good and see if we're going to section them in or just put the whole pan in. We're certainly not going to cut good original metal out, but I can guarantee you there's a road sign for a patch on the driver's side. We at least have to do the front section, maybe the whole pan. We'll figure it out. The crossover piece, if you look below the tail lights up front, you'll see that gray piece that's all rotted out where the gas goes in and everything. That's what this is. It's the crossover piece. So we have that. Right. This is where things get a little funny to me. Brand new bumpers still in the box. All right. And I can't see what's really wrong with the original bumpers. You have a little bit of surface rust here, but I mean, it doesn't look like they're smashed in or anything like that. But there's a brand new front and rear bumper, brand new. I mean, they've been sitting in this box so long, they've developed their own surface rust on the back of the plating. I mean, we'll have to turn them over and really get a good look at them. I haven't had them out of the box. I mean, there's your front, and it's brand new, and that doesn't have any blemishes on it. So there you go. You guys see the gas tank behind me. All right, so we're going to use it. The one in the car is not rotted out or anything like that, but it's got a really deep dent in it. And there's a story behind that I want to share with everybody, but I'm going to save that for Friday Night Live. So you guys are going to have to tune in Friday if you want to know how that gas tank became so dented up, all right, to where we couldn't even use it. So we got a good gas tank for the car. All right, so we move up towards the front. There's still more goodies. First thing I want you to know, there's a 10-bolt rear in the back of this. Like I said, there's no components for the brakes currently on the car. We got all new window trim front and back for the car. Now, I don't see, I mean, I would have tried to fix some of these dents, but the guy bought it. But we still might see what we could save. All right, it's a little loose. It looks like it's been played with. You guys can see the creases. Maybe that was the first attempt at putting it on. I'm not sure. But it looks like you got a really bad crease right here and right here. And then you have the dents coming up through here. And you know, guys that play with trim, they're like looking at this, and I know there's people out there that can fix it. I may try, we'll see what happens, but we have new. And I also want you guys to see the hood. I think I showed it briefly, but I want to show it with the camera right up close. This hood's brand new, believe it or not, but it was never treated with anything. This is the original stuff that comes when they send you the body panel. And so we're really going to have to work to clean this up and save it. All right, we're working out a plan for that right now. But look up underneath, it's brand new. That's the coating that comes with it. Now, it's really, really nice. So we're going to save this hood. I mean, it's a pretty cool hood. It's cowl inducted. It's all metal. All right. So that's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna use what we have, and it's handsome. You guys can see the battery I got in there right now. That's a way oversized, but it's all we had in the garage. So we had to put it in the car. The gentleman I got it off of needed his battery back. All right. I'm looking over right now, and I can already see we're gonna look at getting a booster. Maybe that booster I got for the 55 will work on that. I bet it will. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. All right, well, that's where we're at now. I'm gonna go in and get a bite to eat, and then I'll come out and we'll walk around the car together and see what's really going on with this, and we'll come up with a plan. All right. All right, guys, well, I figured we could do a quick but thorough walk around to the car, and you guys could get a real good feel for the condition, the overall shape of the car. So here we go. The crossover piece, you can see we're going to replace that. No problem. In here, the trunk, it's perplexing. It's really good back here and over here by the shock mount, but over here you got a spot. So we're going to look at that real close when I get up under there. And then you have periodic holes here, and it back here is where it gets a little funny. Right here it's pretty bad, but like I say, and you got a spot right here, but then you come in just a little bit and it's really solid. So I'm going to pick at this, and I think that we may be able to get away with just patching it up. That's why I wasn't sure if we're going to use those gas tank straps or not. It all comes down to if we have to get a trunk pan or not. And they're running like 400 bucks after they ship them. And if I can fix this, we might just save the $400. All right. So I come over here, and the first thing I noticed when I pulled in and opened the door, I want to show you guys right away. First of all, this sticks out like a really bad. It's mudded over. It's a brand new quarter piece that the guy put on. Okay, it looks like he lined it up really good with the body line here, but then you open the door. All right, and this isn't gonna do. It's the first thing I said. I didn't say anything. I just opened up the door and I saw it right away when I got there. You know, it's like, it is what it is. But he only put, not the guy I bought it from, but the gentleman that was restoring it, he put a couple little tacks here and there and left it all open. Now maybe he planned to finish it in the future, I don't know. But we're going to clean that up. We're going to weld that seam out. And it's really no big deal, because we got to make some repairs down here when we cut into the rocker. The very bottom down here, it's really crunchy. All right. But then it gets good when you get right in here. All right. So once we pull the rocker out and we see where we're at, we can make some sheet metal repairs. You got a nice big spot right there. So, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, we can zap this right in with our welder. We'll get it cleaned up. All right. But you can see it was all exposed metal. So we're going to have to take care of this in short order. It's going to, one weekend a rocker, one weekend another rocker, you know, that kind of stuff. But we'll move along on it. Yeah, but as you see, I forgot to mention, that's a brand new car cover for this, guys. So we can keep it out of the elements to an extent until we figure out what we want to do. I have a rental like 2 blocks away. I could stick it in that garage over there, but it's I want to keep it here at the house so I could work on it. So we're just gonna have to, I think I'm gonna do the brakes first, so I can get it, drive it around back, do my welding and bring it back around, you know, that kind of stuff. We'll just be doing the shuffle for a little bit, the car shuffle for a little bit, because when I get done doing this, I got a couple jobs going on in the garage with the 55, so we're gonna be back and forth. All right, so let's get inside the car and take a look. You can see like the door card, the front door cards are really nice. All right, the other side, the armrest got a little hunk out of it, but overall the condition's fairly good. It's not too bad. All right, but then you get in, and I want to say, when I sit down on this bench seat, it's like sitting on a 50-year-old sofa with no springs left. So we'll have to see what we do about the seat. I'll check and see what we can do to get it repaired versus the cost of a set of buckets. Now the guy put a new headliner in, but I mean, it's good in certain places, but in other places it's like, I don't know if it's put in correctly. It's like you come up here and this trim piece is put on, and we have an extra one of these over there, so it's another one of them things where we have extras, but it's on the outside. Does that go on the outside or the inside? Somebody, a Nova guy, tell me. All right, but there's other spots. But like I said, you see, I started putting stuff away. We got the cards back in here for the back. All right, and I put the package tray and the upright pieces back in the window like they were. But as a matter of fact, well, I'm right here. Let's turn these upside down for the time being. All right, and you can see the back seats Not too bad, not too shabby. It's dirty, but there's no tears in it whatsoever. And the springs are actually a little better than the front for sure. But that's to be expected. You come down here, they installed the gauges, installed the gauges, and they work, but it's coming off. It was Velcroed on there. So that's what that is. All right, then we got a light bulb in here. Somebody smoked old Camel, it looks like Camel menthols, I'm guessing. I don't know, but there's a couple other marble in there. All right, but maybe look over here and see what we got in here. I don't know. I don't think there's anything in here. I see. Man, that's tight. Oh, sorry. There you go. Come down. I got to work on that latch a little bit. Just some pens in there. And was that one of the knobs? Okay, we got a knob in there. That's another piece of the puzzle. Looks like it's broke off. All right. Don't mess with that. Maybe it screws one out. All right. But moving on. All right, it's a column shift right now. I told Kim I'm not sure if we're going to put a floor shifter in there. I guess that'll hinge on if we put buckets in here or not. It's got a turbo 350 in it. It's got a 350 Chevrolet small block in there too. It sounded like, you guys heard it yesterday, it sounds like it's got a little cam to it, but it was backfiring pretty good through the carburetor, so probably needs a good going over, check everything out, make sure everything's okay on it. It's got a set of headers on there. It's got all the little goodies. I mean, there's so many good points to the car. It's like, that's why I didn't even, you know, I saw that seam on the quarter panel here, and it, you know, hey man, that's an hour in the shop, you know, just zapping it back up. It's going to be more dressing it with the pea grinder than anything else. Now this side here, this is the original quarter, but there was some shoddy body work going on here too. I mean, you can see there's the first thing I saw, that's mud. So we're gonna strip this off and see what's going on. All right, if I got to get a quarter, I'll get a quarter. There's definitely something really hokey going on here, guys. I mean, that looks like a homemade job and a half right there, if I ever seen one. That looks like all tiger hair and mud. So we'll figure it out. We'll fix her up. You know, you get your clues. Get your clues from this side a little bit, where he tried to build this out of putty instead of building it out of metal. A little bump out for where the bumper hugs into, but I think we could do a little better, so we'll dig around in that too. Two more points I wanted to bring up, guys. I wanted to show you guys the trunk lid. You know, guys know they all go bad up through here. This one's flawless. All right, I forgot to bring that up and show you guys, so I wanted to show you that. And the other thing I wanted to show you in the interior, it does have a brand new dash pad on it. Needs cleaned, but it's a brand new dash pad. All right, so I just wanted to show you those two things real quick. Yeah, and as it goes for the tires, you know, these are 14s on the front. I think they're like 185. What is it? 185, 75 14s. I mean, they're cool little rims, but the problem is, guys, when we put that conversion on there, that disc conversion, I don't think they're going to fit. I mean, we'll look real quick, but I can already pretty much eyeball tell, no way. You know, so we're going to have to find a nice set of 15s for the front. The back rims, I think I'm going to leave. They're 15-inch. They're not real wide, but they're newer tires. They're 205 75 15s. But I think what I can do is I can clean these up real nice and paint them like a gloss black or something, you know, something, just black them out. You know, we'll figure it out. That's no big deal. Kim's probably going to want to pick her own rims down the road anyway. But for right now, we just get something that'll work, you know. So that's the car in a nutshell. I mean, I'll show you the passenger side. It's pretty bad too down here at the bottom. It's a little crunchy right here, but I'm telling you, you go in just a little bit, it's pretty solid. So, you know, and this is just repair work. This is just when we lay that new rocker in and we get it, we'll figure out what we got to make right here, then we'll make it and we'll put it in. No big deal. If I go over on the other side, I don't know if I can get down on a knee. I don't have a flashlight over here, but you guys could pretty much take my word for it. There's a road sign or something. I think it's a road sign. Right there. right there. So the floorboard's gone from here forward. But back here, guys, I'm gonna have to stab at it with the pick and look, because it doesn't look too shabby, you know. So we'll look at it. We'll figure it out. You know, it is what it is. You see the toe board area right up there? It's a mess. So once we get digging in, we'll know what we got to do. I'll just make sure I have a couple sheets of metal laying around so we can do what we got to do when we do it, right? But man, these are giant rockers, dude. All right. So you guys got just about as much information on this car at this point that I have, but as we dig in, we're gonna find more. I'm thinking I'm gonna get one of those Eastwood Contours with the drums to clean this all up and get that hood cleaned up. That's what I'm thinking, you know. And I guess it'll work really good. I can use the cheaper drums here and on the hood, but man, them stripping drums, they're like 54, 55 bucks a piece. So I don't know, maybe we'll get one for this quarter right here and see how it goes. Take it from there. I mean, we're not going to waste drum on like the rockers we know we're cutting out, but we got to do some stripping here. We're not going to get crazy with it though, guys. We're really not. We're going to make this where we can cruise it around and have fun with it this year. And it's just like, it's nice content, and it's a nice switch. It's fun to actually work on something alongside the 55, because like I told you guys the other day on the live, nobody wants to watch a bald guy sanding on a 55 day after day after day. So this is going to be some fun filling for the channel. I hope we get a lot of new subscribers to come in and join us, guys that like the Novas. And maybe they'll like the 55 too, you know, you never know. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna wrap up this video here and tell you guys that if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. This channel could use all the support it can get. Take care, everybody.